All right, today we've got something special going on. This is Thomas is coming over, and this is our first roll, spar, grapple, boxing session in over a year since COVID started. So I'll interview him when he gets here. Some thoughts from myself first, right off the bat. I think that this is pretty exciting because I haven't had a chance to do this in a while. So looking forward to it and seeing what's still there, what's been working as far as we've been doing all this solo training. See if the connections are still alive. That's exciting. On the flip side, I have to say I'm a little concerned about a couple of things, and the corrosion setting in over the past year of not actually sparring with someone and having that affect the speed and the power, not being able to control it as well because we're just not used to that. And I think the other concern would be what's lost at the same time, because even though we've been solo training, I've noticed some techniques where I went to teach. It's like, oh, where do I put that grip? Where do I do this? And we'll see in post. We'll do a little interview after the fact. Let's get to Thomas. I think he just arrived, and we'll get into his brain and see what he's thinking. Thomas, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
What are you here for?
I am here to do a little bit of rolling, a little bit of grappling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. When was the last time you sparred, grappled, boxed?
Oh boy, probably over a year ago, year and month.
So pre-COVID, before we shut down?
Yes, pre-COVID for sure.
And what are you most looking forward to today?
I am most looking forward to getting my butt kicked. I'm just kidding. I'm most looking forward to just getting in here and finally being able to roll again. It's been so long. I miss it so much. So this is going to be great.
Nice. And what do you think your biggest concern is today, or your biggest fear?
My biggest concern is probably rust. Like I said, I haven't grappled in a bit, so I've been training solo drills. It's probably going to take me a little bit of time to just reconnect those neurons that I lost. My biggest fear is being overexcited and pulling something. That's probably my biggest fear.
Pulling something?
Pulling a muscle, going too hard because I'm too excited, pulling some sort of body part, some sort of muscle.
Okay, I see. Hurting yourself.
Hurting myself, yes.
Not getting hurt by me, but hurting yourself.
No, that's a normal part of the job. Hurting myself is something that I could probably prevent.
Ah, I got you. I don't know, that doesn't make it sound very good.
No? Well, that's all right.
All right, let's get into it and see how things go.
Nice.
3, 2, 1. Thomas, how did that go?
That went excellent.
Well,
yeah.
How do you feel? Is maybe a better way to put it.
I feel good. I feel a little sore, a little hurt, a little bruised ego, but it's good. I'm good. It's all good.
What went well for you, do you think?
What went well for me? You know, just being able to move. I didn't die doing the rounds. That was good. I think the thing that went the best for me was I wasn't as tense as I anticipated myself being.
Okay, so you stayed relaxed.
Yeah, relatively relaxed. You know, not as much.
What do you attribute to that?
I think just drilling, just doing the constant drilling thing, being in class with people and just constantly doing the moves. It's not like they went away. So we've been doing the online classes and just using the moves, even if they're not on another person. My body still knew what to do, even if it was a little bit slower than it was before. So I wasn't as tense in anticipation of stuff that I don't remember.
So you feel like continuing to train the past year solo has helped you to just get back into it and not feel stressed?
Immensely, yeah. If I hadn't done drilling, or let's say I took the year off, or you know, I was like, we'll wait until we can get back into in person, that would have gone much worse personally.
Okay, nice. The last year taught you?
Taught me to just no matter what, just keep training, keep practicing, keep trying practicing your moves, keep trying to improve yourself, and don't stop just because things get hard.
If you don't mind being open with us about what did you feel were some negatives, or what do you feel didn't go well for you today? What didn't go well for me?
So I think the biggest thing that didn't go well for me was physically my blocks didn't feel as right as they were. Actually, block punches coming in at your face is scary after not having it done to you for a year. So I think just, building the confidence back up is something that I'm going to have to work on moving forward. So, Randy, how did that feel?
Felt great to get back to it. I appreciate you helping out with this today. It was fun to kind of get back to sparring and grappling with a person again.
No, definitely, I agree. So what went well for you?
I felt like it would come back into step pretty quick, as far as wasn't sure how it was going to feel, or I was actually concerned about thinking too much, because so much of our training is to offload the tasks to the subconscious so that we're not slow, and I was worried that thinking was going to start getting in the way again, but just kind of kicked back in. And
so what did you learn about the past year?
That continuing to train was very helpful, especially sometimes being able to focus without a partner was a big advantage, because you could tweak things and adjust. Things we don't always get to work on, or not that we don't get to work on, but having a partner there, and I've gotten this feedback from a lot of you guys, and I 100% agree now, that sometimes a partner inhibits us from fixing and tweaking. So I think that this past year taught me how important it was after this, but I kind of already saw that watching you guys as I'm teaching classes and seeing the amount of improvements that you've been making, even though we haven't been able to spar and grapple. It's pretty impressive.
Let me ask you this. What do you feel didn't go as well for you? What didn't work the way you wanted it to?
I had something that one of our secret techniques that was I was finding myself not doing as much as I should have been because I'm out of practice. But I'm not going to tell you what that is. And the other thing is the sensitivity is a little duller. So things like with pressure that I felt, especially when we started grappling, some of the pressure I could feel that my senses were a little dulled out and I was a little slow to react, or I wasn't picking up on things that I know I was before. So taking advantage of some of those opportunities of leading into emptiness, or using pressure to get something I want, or no pressure to get pressure. Things like that I feel like definitely were, I don't know how you feel on that front, but that I felt was definitely down.
I would 100% agree. Just getting back in, oh, this is the move here.
I agree with you, and I think that that's something that will quickly come back because we've been training. Like I felt like by the time we got to the ground grappling, I felt like it was starting to come back a little more. I don't know if you felt the same way.
No, same. I would get a frame. It's not exactly in the place. Maybe I was a little slower to get there.
Yeah.
It clicked.
Yeah. But all in all, I appreciate you coming out. Now that we're both vaccinated and we can do this, it's awesome, and it was a good experience. It was fun, and even better, we got to use the grappling pit that Holly and I built last year.